Colombia, the world's most diverse and exciting destination for birding. During our 15-day trip, we explored 14 hotspot regions and spotted an amazing 411 bird species. The entire video series will be divided into 4 episodes, and this is the first one. It was not my first time seeing the Andes Mountains, but every time I see them, I still feel truly awe-inspiring. Our first stop was Cali, and as the plane emerged amidst the surrounding mountains, I knew we had arrived. Cali features several excellent birding spots. Our plan was to dedicate 2 days to exploring the KM55 and the KM18 areas before heading to San Cipriano and entering the Choco lowland. The kite store on the street reminded me of my childhood in China. We used to make kites with colorful paper back then. Watching street artists create kites during school breaks was a simple joy. My best friend Jen May has been birding with me for many years. Restaurant Le Modihada de Ginebra is one of the best local restaurants, creamy with South American charm and artistic ambience. The ancient road leading to Buenaventura Port is known as Anticaya. In Upper Anticaya, the El Descanso Farm in the KM55 area was our first hotspot on the visit. On the August 5th, at 5:30 in the early morning while the sky was still dark, our taxi was already waiting for us to depart. This small waterfall marks the end of our birding journey at KM 55. As we approach midday, the birds become less active. After a photo session with bird guide Miguel, we headed towards La Florida at KM 18. Our target birds in La Florida were the little tinamou and the scaled antpitta. Spotting the little tinamou was a thrilling first for me, and the Mandarin name for tinamou, gong, is a rarity in the Chinese language. That bird is super shy. We waited for it for a whole hour, and during that time, we couldn't make a single song. About half the people just throw in the towel. Bananas are the absolute favorite of this crimson ramp toucanet. I watched him leisurely munch on them for a good 10 minutes.
My dad respond anything? Very nice. Black cap tanager. Black cap tanager.
Arriba, muchacha, arriba, 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 arriba.
Using the peculiar song on her phone, she called antpitta. Little did we know, in just a couple of days, we meet the owner of that eerie call. The charming girl in the photo is Maria Luisa, the bird guide from La Florida, and standing beside her is Juan David, Luis' son. Luis is the owner of Finca Bosque de Niebla, our upcoming destination. Before it got dark, I saved the final minutes in the rocking chair at La Florida. At Finca Bosque de Niebla, I shared the living quarters with Luis and his family, resting in the neat attic room.
Oh, take it. Oh, the flying frog. Niñas. Niñas. Buenos días, ya ven a comer.
Juan David has been learning about birds from his dad since childhood and is now helping take care of guests. His dream is to attend a university and study biology and guiding.
And that's on the rock. On the right, you got the...
Finca Alejandría, probably the earliest birding site at KM18, provide interesting finding. Although we couldn't spot the blue-eyed sapphire after 2 hours of trying, we had other fascinating discoveries.
Funny.
Que hay para eso,
上面小鸟就跑。Back in Louis's garden for lunch, we then embark on the journey to San Cipriano.
Ich habe auch da hinten geguckt.
Ist gut.
Mama,
San Cipriano can only be reached via an old railway track, as there are no roads into the area. Cordova was the only nearby accessible town upon our arrival. 这个是当地人的这个周末啊，这个停车场都已经停满了，哇塞！我们一会儿就要坐那个车了。Hey, take a look. These were the famous motorcycle-turned railway cars. These motorcycle train cars may look like connected trains, but each is driven independently. Locals ingeniously transform motorcycles into cars for transport along the historic railway track, known as brujitas. We bought round-trip tickets for 3 people at the ticket booth next to the tracks, paying 54,000 Colombian pesos. San Cipriano was a treasure trove of experiences. Stay tuned for episode 2.